Hello everybody and welcome. We've got to the end of January and the transfer window has slammed shut. Question is, have we brought anybody else in? Plus, we've got a mini injury crisis. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 67 of To Be a Legend FM 26 style. We started the series managing Radcliffe and then having got them through to the Football League, we were poached by Bolton Wanderers to save them from relegation in League One. But we did better than that. We got them promoted to the Championship and this is our story. My name's Mark and on today's episode we have two games for you in the Championship. It's match days 32 and 33. It's a local derby, a bit of a real bash if you like. It's just up the M61 and down the M65 a little bit as we face Blackburn at Ewood Park, and then it's a Luton Town at our place for the second game of the episode. But since you were last with us, we have played one game. It is a game against Stoke. Last time out, of course, West Ham, a 5-0 win and a 2-2 draw against Norwich. A 4-2 win against Stoke. Savage got the game underway in 15 minutes for Stoke, and it took us until the 39th minute from the penalty spot when Aaron Morley managed to score. And then, would you believe it, just as if magic could happen, that man Krupe managed to put the ball in the back of the net. Good goal. It was a good goal. We will have a look at it. We're forced with time today, so we'll see how we go. Krupe got the goal for, after Morley chopped one over the top. Krupe bringing it down very well and put them away like he can do, and for once he stayed onside. Mather then got one early in the second half to make it 3-1, and then putting it beyond doubt, McAtee on 54 minutes, this time supplied by Krupe, making it 4-1. They got another one back on 58 minutes when Portis put them through. Looked like they might be able to get back in the game. They didn't really. We have 15 shots, 8 on target. They had 11 shots, 6 on target, 55% of the possession for us. 2.53 against their 0.97. We did what we needed to do, but I did mention in the preamble that we did hit a little bit of an injury crisis. Cisse went off in the first half. He was replaced by McAtee, and he will be out for a little while. We'll have a look exactly how long in a moment. And then towards the end of the game, I noticed that Mather had picked up an injury as well. Didn't really come up as an injury in the list of injuries in the portal, and thought we'd got away with it until I went to set the team up for today's games. Realised that Mather was injured as well. So there you go. We'll have a look at the medical centre. In fact, we'll do that next. But yeah, it was a resounding win and does us the world of good. Let's have a quick look at the table going into today's games then. All set up. There are some early games as well, so we may come back for the early game scores in just a moment if it gives us those. We are top 6 points clear still of Southampton, who also won. They are in second on 63. They are 5 points clear of West Ham in third place and some 8 points clear of Wrexham in fourth place. We are 14 points clear of Wrexham and 11 points clear of West Ham, who are in third place. And then Sheffield United are fifth on 54. 3 teams on 52, separated by a goal difference. Middlesbrough in the last playoff place, but they're being chased by Burnley and Stoke at the moment, at the other end of the table. Plymouth not managing to get another win to help them out of there, but Portsmouth did. So at the bottom, Blackburn, who we faced today, and Millwall, both on 31 points. Blackburn's form isn't particularly good. Millwall 21st on 31, vastly inferior goal difference down the bottom end there. Portsmouth are just 2 points adrift of Millwall on 29 points. Plymouth are 4 points adrift on 27 points, and West Brom still propping up the bottom. They are in a terrible run of form. So that's how it is. Recruitment wise, let's have a look at the transfer window because it has slammed shut. As I said, transfer history, that's what we're going to do. Have we sorted this? No, it's gone all haywire again. Here we go. As you know, we brought Zach Viner in from Middlesbrough for 600,000 in the last episode to replace Egan Riley, who's out for the whole of the season. Datro Fofana has been on trial with us. We have now actually purchased him. He's ex-Chelsea. He can play left or right, preferably on the right of midfield, but he can also be a striker, and he's replacing Sam Dalby as the second striker, based on the fact that Dalby has been kicking off, I want to leave, and basically we've oofed him out of the squad. He's been dropped to the under-21s. We've tried to get rid of him. Nobody wants to buy him. I'm not surprised, but Fofana, when you stack him up against Dalby, is vastly superior. So he is our backup striker, if you will. He's come from Chelsea. As you see, we've had him on trial. He was released by Chelsea at the end of last season. And he's not really been anywhere for the first part of this season, but we've brought him in now as a backup, and he's been around and about, been at Burnley, and yeah, not really ever got going, I don't think. Played in various leagues throughout the world, including in Turkey, but he did in Turkey have 33 appearances and 16 goals with a 7.03. So yeah, all in all, he may just be a useful backup in that slot and can play on the right as well, as I said. The other player that we brought in is Jezran Raksaki. Anybody who watched the Crystal Palace save this season will have seen him play for Crystal Palace. He does originate from there. But in this sphere, he went from Crystal Palace, went on loan to Wrexham, and then went to Wrexham on a free. He's played quite a few games for him, not scored a lot of goals, and his average rating hasn't been fantastic. But yeah, again, another useful player will help us today because of the injury to Cisse. Donald McNally is a trialist, so and I don't think he will be coming in permanently. Going out the other end, I don't think there's anybody gone out really of any great sorts. Maldit went out to Stevenage on loan. It's just loans. Nobody, we haven't actually sold anybody. Right, that's brought you pretty much up to date. I think we will have just quickly to see whether the fixtures have updated, and if so, no, we'll have those afterwards. We'll pick them up afterwards. So it's to our first game. It's Ewood Park is where we go to face Blackburn in a local derby. And here is the team that faces Blackburn in this local derby. I can tell you the other games have been played. We are playing the late game on Saturday, and I can tell you that both Southampton have won and West Ham have drawn. So that does mean that the gap at the top is close to 3 points. So we do really need to go and win this match if at all possible. Right, the team that goes out, even though you can't see a name on here, it is VTech. I'm not quite sure why we can't see a name on there. If I do that and then do that, I think he comes back. Bit weird, I know. VTech then is in goal. Scanlon and Stevenson continue as the wing back. Scanlon did play forward in the last game because of injuries and one thing or another with Lewis behind, but we've dropped that back today. Bogard and Viner continue as the defensive duo. Erhon is in front of them, with Morley playing as the more central midfielder, dropping into that defensive midfield role. Out of possession. Williams coming back from injury today. Let's hope we haven't brought him back too early. He plays on the left. Raksaki makes his debut on the right today. Gale comes in and plays as the number 10 behind Krupi, who played very, very well last time out. Let's hope he can do similar today. The bench then looks like this. It's Booth, Dacre Cogley, Lockyer, Lewis, Johnson, Conway, McAtee, Ibrahimov, who can only play about 45 minutes coming back from injury. Fofana is the other debutant. He's on the bench and makes up the rest of the bench today. He may get some game time up front. I do realise that one thing that we didn't do in the preamble, because we were pushing for time a little bit, was to do a medical roundup. We'll try and do it between games. And here we are at Ewood Park for this evening game with the lights. And they are playing a 4-3-3 today, making no changes from the side that lost to Portsmouth 3-1 in their last game away from home. They are 21st on 31 points. As the teams come out onto the pitch, and Blackburn playing in blue and white halves on their shirt. We're playing in our third kit today, our pink third kit. And they get the game underway. Out to Richards. Harrison Annis, he's brought down. And they have a free kick. 22 minutes on the clock. Oscar swinging this in, but it's headed behind. And it's going to be another free kick. Blackburn have had the most of this first half. I think we're suffering from the injuries. That one's gone direct. Come back off the woodworks. Cleared by Gale. Out to Oscar. It's still alive. Oh, Williams off his feet. Has to be careful. And they have a corner. Aribo with the corner, swung in. Vitek punched it. It's come back off the woodwork again. And we've got away with it. And maybe luck is with us. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. They're moving the ball around nicely, but it's gone out for a goal kick. As we enter the last 5 minutes of this first half, it's 1 minute added on. It's going to look like it's a 0-0 at half-time. We've had 54% of the possession. They have controlled most of that first half. We need to sort it out. We've had one shot, one on target. They've had 9 shots, 3 on target. They've had 0.94 XG against our 0.07. We need to be better in the second half, and we need to take our chances. Krupe gets us underway for this second half. No changes at half-time that I'm aware of. Throw in on that far side's been given away. Morley to Scanlon. Back to Morley. Morley comes across the pitch. Loses the ball, but we've won it back through Scanlon. Bogard. Viner. Erhon. Raksaki. Morley just went a bit wide to pull the trigger. Gale! And it's come back to Aaron Morley. And Aaron Morley snatches it again. He's been scoring goals like that just recently. And we take the lead on 47 minutes. A good start to the second half. We've switched it around a little bit. Gale's moved from central position out to the left wing. Williams moved out to the right. And we've put Raksaki in the middle. And it seems to have worked so far. And we have a highlight from the restart. We've got to be careful we don't concede straight away. Their tails will be up now in as much as they've got nothing to lose. And we need to be better than them as we progress. That one up the pitch, but it's going to be tidied up by Viner. Stevenson, Viner to Vitek. That's through the lines. Morley, Krupe, Raksaki, Williams. Williams comes out wide. Stevenson on the overlap. Cuts inside. Stevenson's going all the way in. He's, tried a shot. But Tooth was equal to it. He knew what he was going to do almost. But good run by Stevenson. He's been a good signing. And we've made one change because Williams, coming back from injury, wasn't 100% fit, and he's thinking out. Morley goes directly. Morley scored from a free kick, of course. Gone for a corner. Scott Wharton. Pickering. Scott Wharton, of course, brother of Adam Wharton, who we had in our Crystal Palace save. This goes out wide, and Stevenson tried to stop it, and into the penalty area. The referee's given a penalty. Stevenson brought down his man, and he's got a yellow card for his troubles. And it is a penalty, and they could equalise here. Not what we wanted. And he has put it beyond Vitek. Toujon. His 9th goal of the season. And we need to pick ourselves up. Going the right way, but didn't get across to it to make the save. And it's 1-1 on 78. As we enter the last 5 minutes of this game, it's looking awfully like a 1-1 draw. 6 minutes added on. Is there going to be a last dramatic game or highlight? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's going to pan out. And those injuries, I think, have seen us bad. It is going to be a 1-1 draw. And we've dropped 2 points to local rivals. Better in that second half. But we weren't good enough. And giving a penalty away should never been have happened. Yeah, should have been better. 54% of the possession, 10 shots, 5 on target. They've had 11 shots, 5 on target. 1.42 against the 1.8 that they did. We're just going to have to put that one down to a local derby that didn't go quite our way. And so a roundup of the day's results. Millwall beating Barnsley. Charlton losing to Burnley 3-2. Derby 2. Birmingham 0. Southampton, as I did say, beat Huddersfield by 5 goals to 2 to close the gap on us at the top to just 4 points, as it turns out. Stoke drawing 3-3 with Luton Town, our next opponents. West Ham only managing a draw with Middlesbrough, which has helped us somewhat, bearing in mind that we've drawn as well. So we remain the same amount in front of them. Oxford United 2-0 winners over Wrexham in 6th place. That's a good result for us in a way. Obviously our 1-1 draw against Blackburn. Sheffield United beating West Brom 2-1. We should have beaten a team near the bottom. We haven't managed to do so, and it's helped Blackburn skip up a little bit as well. So at the end of that round of matches, we are still on top, 4 points clear of Southampton. More importantly, we are 11 points clear of West Ham in 3rd place, because obviously 2 go up, so it doesn't matter whether we finish first or second. Nice to finish first, but we could finish second as well, so that's where we are. So West Ham in 3rd, as Sheffield United move up into 4th on 57, then come 3 teams on 55, Burnley 5th on 55, Wrexham 6th on 55, and Derby 7th on 55. All just around about there, all separated on goal difference, apart from Burnley and Wrexham. They're separated on goals scored. And then Middlesbrough and Stoke are on 53. Blackburn's draw today, as I said, pulls them a little bit clearer. 3 points clear now of Portsmouth in 22nd, which is good for them. We did say we would have a look at the medical centre squad. Medical centre, because we want to have a look at these injuries that we've got. This is what we've got so far. We know Egan Riley's out for the season. It's going to be out for some while. Camroy Doyle is out for about another 2 weeks, 7 days to 2 weeks. So with a back strain, that's gone from red to an orange, which means he's improving. And the other person that we're missing is Lamine Cisse, a moderate hamstring strain, out for 2 to 5 weeks. So they are the players that are out and missing at the moment. We're going to have to make the most of what we have got. Right, it is 3 days down to the game against 3 days down to the game against Luton. We'll come back just ahead of that with any news. And you come back and join me. It's match day against Luton. Match day 33 in the Championship. We've played Luton 4 times in this series. We've only beaten them once. That at the Tough Sheet Stadium back in League One in 2026. Earlier in the season, it was a 0-0 draw at Kenilworth Road. Let's hope we can get a result today. And here is the side that faces Luton Town at home at the Tough Sheet Stadium for this match day 33. Vitek continues in goal. Scanlon and Stevenson as the wing backs. Bogard and Viner continue in central defence. Erhon just in front of them. Morley in central midfield. It's familiar, I know, but a bit of a move round up front because obviously of the injuries. Gale continues on the left side of the attack. Williams back on the right. How long he will be able to play for today, we will have to wait and see. Raksaki is in as the number 10 behind Krupe, who leads the attack again today. The bench then looks like this. It's Booth, Dacry, Cogley, Lockyer, Lewis, Johnson, McAtee, Conway, Ibragimov and Fafana. Here we are back at the Tough Sheet Stadium playing our 4-2-3-1. Luton Town playing a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder today. They are 11th on 50 points. Making two changes from the side that drew with Stoke last time out. 3-3 at home at Kenilworth Road. They're playing in their red tops, black shorts. We're playing in our home kit. I say red shorts, it's red tops. They're more an orangey colour, I suppose. Good ball. Stevenson out wide, threads that ball through. He didn't thread it through very well, but he's collected it again. Oh, nearly. Erhon was wise to that. Shielded the ball. Bogard, Viner, Erhon. Viner, Bogard, pushing us back at the minute a little bit. Morley threads it through to Raksaki. Raksaki gets a goal, his debut goal for us after 9 minutes, and he's playing as a sort of second striker in that 10 role today. Morley threading it through. Morley gets another assist. He's doing well with assists. Raksaki fires it across. Keeley thought he was going near post, went far post, and it's 1-0. We have a corner. Williams with the corner. It's going to be a short one. Krupe, back to Krupe. Krupe finds Raksaki. It's gone in off the post. And Thierry Gale doubles the lead on 14 minutes. Why did we play like this against Blackburn? I really don't know. Local derby. Too many hang-ups, I think. Krupe puts it in for Raksaki. Raksaki puts it into the path of Gale. And Raksaki has scored one and made one. And we have a restart. El Hamadi getting us underway. Are they going to get one back straight away? Hopefully not. Looks a bit of a worry. Target. Hall. Shot was blocked and Thierry Gale comes away with it. Thierry Gale. Krupe. Krupe finds Erhon. Erhon. Williams. Raksaki, who's playing very well in that slot today, making a name for himself. Williams back out to Stevenson. Erhon, Stevenson down a bit of a blind alley there. Viner, Bogard, Morley shot from distance and it's come off the woodwork. In fact, I think the goalkeeper got rid. And we're going to see the corner. Morley with the corner. Near post, headed away. Williams tidies up. Williams around his man. Into Morley. Back for Raksaki and it's gone wide for a corner. Excellent pressure we've seen. We've seen more corners today than we have all season. Williams again near post. Stevenson tidying up. Gale, Viner, Morley, Stevenson. Williams in front of him, looking for space. And Ethan Williams puts it away, makes it 3-0. And it's his 10th of the season. And he's contributed very, very well. And another excellent signing. I mean, I'm not sure how these players will do if we go up into the Premier League, which is looking very likely. But to be honest, they are playing very well at Championship level. And I think they can make contributions in the Premier League. We just need a decent goal scorer for sure. Well, we've put them under a lot of pressure because one of the stats is that we've had 10 corners. And we've seen a few of them. Vitek to Bogard. Bogard out to Scanlon. Gale. Raksaki. Raksaki is running into space. I like him. And, well, Morley. Good shot, but it was wide. As we're in the last 5 minutes. It looks like Williams is tiring again on that right side. 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half, and it's all over. 59% of the possession. Look at that. We have controlled that first half. 16 shots, 8 on target. They've had 9 shots, 4 on target. We're on 2.54. Good for the 3 goals against their 0.39. And Raksaki's got a 9.1 at the moment. He's having an absolutely stonking game as the number 10, as a second striker. And, well, he's definitely proved himself. He's scored one and made one. And Morley has had a hand in 2 as well. And we must have hurt them. They've had 3 changes at half time. And we'll see what difference that makes. Well, they've certainly stood up to us a bit better in this second half so far. Vitek to Bogard. Bogard fires one out for Williams. Williams, nice control. Played very nicely through to Raksaki. Raksaki swings it wide to Gale. Gale's into the area, and it's taken a deflection for a corner. You can see the corner as well. Morley with the corner. It's going to be a short one to Krupe. Back to Morley. Morley nearly loses that ball. Gets a shot in. And, ooh, who was that? Headed it over the top. I didn't see. It was either Viner or Gale. I'm not sure which. Into the last 5 minutes of this second half. It's going to be a win whichever way. 3 minutes added on. It looks like a 3-0 win against Luton Town. And it's all over. And we've done very, very well. They had the early 15 minutes of the second half as we eased up a little bit, but we did very well. Did the damage in the first half. Goals from Raksaki, Gale and Williams, of course. 56% of the possession, 22 shots, 12 of which are on target. 3.51. Question, we should have perhaps had a 4th goal. They had 44% of the possession, 18 shots, 7 on target. 1.04. Question of whether they should have had a goal. Either way, it's a 3-0 win. And we've opened the gap back to those 4 points at the top of the table. And so you come back and join me for the day's results. Ones of interest are 3-0 win over Luton Town, of course. Burnley losing to Barnsley 3-1. That's a poor result for them. Middlesbrough only managing to draw at Coventry 2-2. Norwich beating Millwall by 5 goals to 3. Derby beating Plymouth 3-1. Sheffield United beating Queen's Park Rangers by a goal to 0. Southampton keeping the pressure up on us, winning 4-0 at Oxford United. Huddersfield 4-3 winners against Stoke. West Brom on the bottom, beating Charlton by 2 goals to 1. Portsmouth, this is a surprise result, 22nd place, beating West Ham by 2 goals to 0. That has done us a power of good. Blackburn winning again and pulling themselves well clear of that relegation zone by beating Wrexham by a goal to 0. 2 games against top sides, and they've managed to win both of them by an odd goal. But there we go. They didn't win against us, did they, Drew? Sorry. Defeat by West Ham, not only has it dropped them down a place, it does also mean that they are now adrift by some 14 points of us. Sheffield United are 13 points adrift of us, so we've increased the gap at the top of the table there to at least 4 games. So unless we completely blow up, hopefully, which we won't, but Sheffield United on the 3 form teams at the top here as it stands at the moment. So at the end of the episode, we're top on 73, 4 clear of Southampton on 69. We are then 13 points clear of Sheffield United in 3rd place. West Ham 4th on 59. Then come Derby County 5th on 58. And then Wrexham on goal difference from Burnley 6th on 55. Burnley just outside on 55 on goal difference. And then come Middlesbrough 8th on 54. And then it's Norwich and Stoke both on 53 at the other end of the table. Portsmouth 2 points adrift of Coventry and Millwall on 34 points. Plymouth are some 7 points adrift now. They've had a couple of wins, looked as if they might be turning it around, but then gone a bit wonky again. They are down in 23rd. West Brom, by virtue of their win, have closed the gap on them, but are still some 9 points adrift of Millwall in 20. What am I on about? Millwall in 21st place. That's what I was trying to say. I was looking at the points, wasn't I? Right, we're going to come straight back. We have a 4th round FA Cup tie, and then we go to Molineux to face mighty Wolves. Can we get a result at Molineux? Let's hope we can. If you've enjoyed today's episode, though, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend as they are released. A new episode To Be a Legend released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. The best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel is follow me on X at JustOffside2. Don't forget our other series, the Rothosen Redemption, on alternate days. It's Tuesdays and Fridays for that one, also at 4:15. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you from the next episode. It'll be episode 68, which is out on, I'll just check my list here, because I'm recording a bit ahead because I'm going to be on holiday. It's going to be out on Thursday. So join me for that. If you're not watching my other series, I'll see you Thursday. And have a good week. Bye-bye.